Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Shannon, what's going on, Shannon? How's the weekend treating you, my man? Glad to hear it, Shannon. Likewise, here in Northern Illinois, we're in a little bit of a cold spell. Today and tomorrow, -30 with the wind chill. So we are hunkered down and we're doing crock pot meals for football tomorrow. Yeah, all is good here. All is good except for the little cold snap, but, being a Chicago guy my entire life, I gotta say this is not the worst of it, so we're ready, we're prepared. Troy! Troy, good luck to you as well. Thanks for the kind words, I love that energy, my man. Good luck to you as well. Gino! Gino, back in the house. Gino, happy Saturday, my man. Hope all is well. How goes it? What's up, everybody? Gino in the house. Hey, what's going on, Dave? Dave, good evening to you as well. I love the energy. Good luck to you, my man. Hope all is well on your end. Jean Ree. Oh, yeah, Jean Ree. I saw that. Yeah, Central and Southern Illinois, which I know you're at. You guys got that little belt, that little clipper that came through. We just missed it, Jean Ree. I was probably like 50 miles north of where the snow stopped. So you got 6 inches. We didn't get any. I'm right by the Wisconsin border, probably like 5-10 minutes from the Wisconsin border. Nothing up here, just cold, straight cold. No, Gino, there doesn't have to be a reason, Gino. Gino, you're always welcome here, and you know that. Don't just pop in, stick around. If you got time, we love to have you. Gino, one of the break room legends. So if you got time, Gino, stick around. All right, everybody. We're up to 9 people. I imagine some more guys are going to file in. Feel free to jump in the chat. I want to welcome everybody back to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks and Memorabilia. My name is Bart. I'm the guy that was messaging you on eBay. As those are the guys that are returning. No, this is a one-man operation. This is not like a brick and mortar store or anything like that. I'll start by apologizing for my voice. I'm fighting off a cold. I'm on the back end of a cold, so if I start to sound like Patrick Mahomes in the second half of tonight's break, you'll know that I'm on the recovery. I'm on the mend when it comes to a cold. We got 5 items lined up here tonight, so I'm excited about it. It's all Gold Rush products, which those of you guys that are returning know that I'm fond of. For all the new guys that are jumping in, we got several. I think we're almost like double digits new people that are jumping in this week for a variety of different things. I want to say welcome. I know I sent out a message to everybody, but I'm happy to have you guys. If you guys want to jump into the chat and be active in what we're doing, feel free. If that's not your jam, you rather just sit back, relax, and watch the show, that's fine as well. But we're gonna have a good time here tonight. For the 5 items tonight, we are going to rock for football, which will be the first one that we do. We've got 2 more of these boxes. We're going to open one of them tonight. So we've got the 2025 Series 1 autographed football jersey. We've had some nice hits come out of here. This is one of the OG things that I started breaking this year. And believe it or not, in my first official break ever, I know I've said it the last couple of weeks, but we hit the Jerry Rice in my first ever break, which was crazy to say. So it's kind of crazy that it's coming full circle and that we're ending the year on this product as well. I got 2 more boxes. I'm not going to break one next week, but I am going to break one the following week to kind of cap off the year. I thought that'd be like a nice full circle. And then for football, we do got the signed 8x10, which if we open the box, for the guys that have been here, we know that we're just down to our last 4 of them. So today we are going to open envelope number 7. So that's 7, but I'll leave that one on the table. We do know that we still got 8, 9, and 10 that are sitting there in the box. So I like to do that week to week just so everybody sees the transparency again, since the cases for the 8x10s come in sets of 10. All right, when it comes to the hockey, that'll be the second thing that we open tonight. We're back on that hockey grind. I think this is my last hockey jersey of this Extravaganza, and then we start opening the new Extravaganza. So for those of you guys that are aware of it, there's this one and there's one more that's got Ovechkin on the cover. We've got plenty of the Ovechkin ones for the rest of winter, so hopefully that will get us through. So that's exciting. And then for baseball, I'm excited for baseball. I've got my last baseball that I've been holding on to for a rainy day. And today was pretty dry outside and cold in northern Illinois, but today's that rainy day. This is my last baseball that I have for a while. And then eventually when they come out with the next series, I'll pick up some more. And of course, we got the sign-in slab for baseball. I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing to the YouTube channel as well as the eBay page. I will tell you that today we eclipsed 100 subscribers for the eBay page, and we hit 101 subscribers. We've hit 100 and 101 subscribers for YouTube. So I want to say thank you. That might not seem like a monumental accomplishment to you, but to me, that was one of my goals by the end of the year to get to 100 people, and that's amazing. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Special shout out to everybody that did that. Anybody that's liking and subscribing the videos, I do appreciate it. Yeah. And like I said, it might not seem like a lot. There are guys with millions of subscribers on YouTube and eBay, right? But for me, 100, I'm a humble guy. I can't even believe that we got to 100. So thank you to everybody. Shout out to everybody for that. So thank you. No, yeah, Shannon, I hear you. And Shannon is definitely due. So I appreciate you coming back, Shannon. And I know we got close with the St. Louis possibility the other week, and I felt for you, my man, because it was close. And I think you're due, Shannon. So stick with it. I know that's what I'm supposed to say, but honestly, stick with it week to week, Shannon. I think you're due here. So all right, fellas, we're gonna get after it. Thank you for all the positivity in the chat and all together. I get kind of sappy sometimes, but I do appreciate it. I enjoy jumping on here on the weekends and having fun with you guys, and it's always fun to see what pops out of the items. And the breaks are more fun when you hit. Don't get me wrong. I know that. I've been in breaks before, but what's fun to me is hanging out with the fellas, having a good laugh, and sharing in some of this, and rooting on the people that do hit, because life's too short to be too serious the entire time. So, all right, guys, we're going to get after it. I've been talking for 9 minutes. Again, special shout out to everybody that helped me fill the break here today. We are completely full for tonight's break. We had about 40 unsolds, and people came through today and helped me out. So special shout out to everybody for helping me fill the break. All right, quick trip around the 8x10. We're going to start with the 8x10 tonight, and then we'll work our way to the big boy when it comes to the jersey. There's some really nice hits that are in that jersey. And again, if I start to sound more like Patrick Mahomes as the night goes on, I am fighting off the last remnants of that cold from this week. So, all right, guys, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you can find the link into the video chat, or not video chat, but the video description, and if that's something you're interested in. But otherwise, let's get after it. A friendly reminder that eBay does require that I mark all items as shipped, whether or not your team hits. If your team hits, you will see that there's a tracking number. That tracking number is your confirmation that your team is the one that hit, and you will be receiving the memorabilia. Of course, only the team shown on the memorabilia is the one that's going to receive it, and everybody else will be marked as shipped. But if you don't see that tracking number, then unfortunately you didn't win this time, but maybe try next time if you're up for it, but no pressure from me. All right, guys, let's do it. Why not? It's cold outside, but let's start getting hot in here. Why not? 8x10 autograph football series. Let's do it. We're waiting for our headliner. All right, so when it comes to the 8x10, we just got a little pull tab here, guys. So as you guys can see, everything in good working order. Here goes the pull tab. Let's start off strong. Good luck to all teams. All right, let's see what we got. All right. Good start. Looks like a Detroit Lion. Sorry, guys. Number 21. Big old autograph. Beckett cert. On the Beckett cert here, we got BP 83083. This is Reggie Bush. How appropriate. On the night that the Heisman's given out, Reggie Bush, former Heisman winner. I believe they took the Heisman away from him and then gave it back to him. The Lions hit. Lions. All right. And when it comes to the Detroit Lions tonight, we got Shannon. Shannon. What did I say? Shannon. Will it into existence. He said, I keep coming back around until I get it. Well, Shannon, you didn't have to wait long. So congrats, my man. No, for sure, Gino. Time for a cough drop is right. I just took a sip of my water here, so I should be good. I'm going to try to keep the coughing to a minimum. Sorry, fellas. I'm on the back end of it. There you go. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, I've been okay all day. It's just when I started talking here, hit me with a little dry spell, but I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I appreciate the sentiment, fellas. Sorry about that. I apologize, but nice hit. Reggie Bush for Shannon. He willed it into existence. He keeps coming back. And I imagine he's got a nice one. Which I did believe that they reinstated his Heisman. So on the night they're giving the Heisman out, that just seems right. We've had some pretty crazy occurrences here. I think last week I ended up snapping both of my gloves, and then we hit Gary Payton, the glove. So, I mean, there's some crazy things that happen week to week. Congrats, Shannon. That's a nice hit. All right. Let's work our way to the big boy. Big jersey here. We've had some nice hits come out of this one. As you can see in the checklist for some of the headliners, we've got some big name quarterbacks. I think we've actually hit a couple here on the front cover. We've definitely hit Jerry Rice in the first ever break. We did hit Jordan Love, which after last week's loss for my Chicago Bears to the Packers is tough for me to say out loud, but I admit to it. So, yeah, we've hit both of those. I think it's time for a third, don't you? All right, so let's do it. Quick trip around the box. Of course, with the Gold Rush products, we got the cellophane wrapping as well as that secondary seal. So as you guys can see, cellophane wrapping, good working order, as well as that secondary seal. Definitely due for a hot cup of tea and probably some more medicine afterwards, but hey, let's get it going. Why not? So one of our big boys, we got two of these left. We're opening one tonight, which means there's one left. It won't be next week, but it will be the following week, which I'm going to call my New Year's break. And I'll say that you should definitely jump into the New Year's break. Anything can happen in a New Year's break. All right, fellas, let's get it. Good luck to all teams. We'll do cellophane wrapping first. One of our big boys. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams. Here goes the seal. All right, good luck to everybody. Woo! I think I recognize these colors. Looks like a Seattle Seahawk. Looks like Kenneth Walker. I'm just going to take it out. It looks like it's folded. That's a nice hit. Kenneth Walker, the third, on the number 9. Got the nice autograph. Smack that in the middle. It's a nice hit. I can tell you this guy has been a staple on lots of my fantasy football teams. I haven't done well in the fantasy football break room, but otherwise, he's done well for me. Back at cert. BP 84685. BP 84685. Seahawks. Which I believe was one of the last teams for football that ended up selling tonight. So thank you to, again, special thank you to all the people that helped pick up those extra spots. And this extra spot ended up paying off, which is exciting. So when it comes to the Seattle Seahawks, this one's going out to Ken. So this one's going out to Ken. Ken picked up some of the teams here at the end. So I want to say a special thank you to Ken for helping me fill the break there. Ken, coming your way. Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker for Ken M. Seems appropriate to me. So Ken M on the Seattle Seahawks. Congrats, Ken. Not sure if Ken's here tonight. One of our regular guys. Usually in the chat when he's here. Not sure if he's here tonight. But congrats. All right, strong start. I would say Reggie Bush and Kenneth Walker. We've got definitely a running back room so far. Let's see what else comes out tonight. All right, I'm going to push the baseball back a little bit. The baseball and the slab. We're going to work our way to hockey. We've had some nice hits come out of hockey. It would be really cool if we hit one of these headliners. I know I've been talking about them for long enough. So, I mean, all those would be legit. Why not? On a night like tonight. All right, let's get after it. We've got the 2025 Extravaganza autograph hockey jersey. Quick trip around the box itself. Cellophane wrapping. Looks pretty good. Secondary seal. All Gold Rush products tonight, which I'm a fan of. All right, looks like it's in good order. We'll flip it around. Should also do a PSA announcement for the next 2 weeks. We'll be breaking on Sunday nights. I said it last week, but I want to make sure I say it a couple times here tonight, just in case you're jumping in. Next week, we've got a holiday party on Saturday night, me and my wife. So we won't be able to break that night, but we'll break on Sunday next week. Just letting you guys know. And then the following week, I'm taking my son to the Blackhawks minor league affiliate Ice Hogs game in Rockford, Illinois. So I won't be able to do it on Saturday night as well because I'm taking him out to the game. So we'll do Sunday as well. So for the next 2 weeks, fellas, we're doing Sunday nights. Just a heads up. And ladies, because I think we have a couple ladies that joined in the breaks tonight as well. So fellas and ladies, everybody, just a friendly reminder if you're jumping in for the next couple weeks. All right, let's get after it. Cellophane wrapping first. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'm excited about it. We're about 45 minutes away from the Blackhawks minor league or the Blackhawks minor league affiliate, which is the Rockford Ice Hogs. And I like to take my son at least a couple times a year, just so that he can hopefully dive into sports as much as I have and maybe develop a passion for it. But I'm not going to force it. But last time we went, he liked the game, right? Like he enjoyed the hockey game, but he enjoyed finding the mascot for the Ice Hogs a little bit more and taking a picture with him. He made that one of his goals, and I have not seen that kid happier since that picture he took with the mascot for the Rockford Ice Hogs. So I think that's a good sign. I think that's a good indicator that maybe he's going to get the sports gene for me. His mom's an athletic sports person too. So, all right, here we go. Secondary seal. Let's get after it. Good luck to all teams. Big old hockey jersey time. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if we got Darren in the house tonight, so I might need some help with the hockey jersey. I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but I'm getting better. All right, let's see what we got. Good luck to all teams. All right, I think I know this one. It's Griswold. Big old 00. That's legit. I like these colors. Look at that big old auto. Big old autograph. Beckett certification. So I got 2W. 08 3851. 2W08 3851. Yeah, that's legit. I know somebody said probably 3 weeks ago, maybe more, maybe like a month ago, that they were actually wearing this jersey on the same day that we were breaking as a Chicago fan. So I believe this to be a Blackhawks hit. But the nice thing about the hockey jerseys, we can take a look ourselves. So we got the Griswold 00, of course, from the movie. So Griswold 00, and there it is, folks. Chicago Blackhawks. That's legit. I'm jealous of this one. I would love to have this one in my PC. When it comes to Blackhawk jerseys, I got one. I was in one hockey break. And Dennis Savard. I mean, it's a nice one to have for a Blackhawks fan. So I've got a Savard jersey, but Griswold for the Blackhawks. That's legit. Yeah, that's awesome. And this one's going out to Troy. Troy, congrats. I think Troy's in the house. I saw Troy at the beginning of the break. I don't know if he's still around. But Troy, if you're still here, congrats. I know Troy's a Chicago guy. Troy, are you here? Griswold on the hockey jersey. Chicago Blackhawks. That's legit. Congrats, Troy. Not sure if you're still here. I know you're here at the beginning. If you're not, then when you eventually watch the video or when it shows up in the mail, I imagine this one's not going to have a long distance to travel. I believe Troy's a Chicago guy through and through. So, all right, congrats. Hey, there he is. Congrats, Troy. Yeah, that's legit. That is legit. I'm jealous of that one. That would be definitely one in my PC, given the chance. So, congrats, Troy. Thanks for jumping in. All right, fellas. We've had some decent hits out of the football. A nice Griswold hit for the Blackhawks in hockey. It's baseball time. And now the question is slab or baseball? Slab or baseball? I think I'm going to go slab. I think I want to save the baseball since it's my last one. I think I want that to be the closing hit. So I'm going to keep it on screen right there in between. I think I'm going to go slab. So, yeah, Gino hit me with the slab. So, okay, if Gino says slab, then we're going slab. I don't disagree with Break Room Legends. So, Gino, Break Room Legend, let's get after it. All right, so for the signed and slabbed, we'll take you on a quick trip around the box itself. Of course, cellophane wrapping. Everything in good working order. Take you on a quick trip around the box itself. We've got the secondary seal, and then inside we have the black bag as well. So good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. Here goes the cellophane wrapping. All right, as you guys can see, secondary seal, good working order. All right, we got a second for the slab there. So, all right, we made the right decision. All right, here goes the secondary seal. And of course, there is a third mode of transparency on the inside, as you guys can see. The guys that have been here are not surprised, but we do have lots of new people. We do got the Gold Rush black sealed bag, which I will take you on a trip around as well. All right, everything looks good working order. All right, fellas, let's do it. We've had some nice hits come out of here tonight. Let's keep this thing rolling. All right, good luck to all teams. Let's do it. We've had some nice hits come out of here. Why stop now? Good luck to all teams. All right, here we go. Baseball signed and slabbed. Ooh, that's a nice one. I'll take that. All right, fellas. We got Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt. And this is for the San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants. And if you guys can see, that is Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome. And that's his first. If you look close enough, I know it's a little hard to see with the camera there. First Bowman Chrome. Being an avid baseball card collector myself, this is one of the top cards, at least the brand name cards that you could get. Bowman first. Bowman Draft is also up there. That's really legit. This is PSA DNA certified. Gem Mint 10 on the auto. First Bowman Chrome. Brandon Belt. I believe this is the auto on card, and then obviously blue auto right there. It's a nice hit. San Francisco Giants. Here's the back of the card, fellas. Got a little scouting report. Yeah, there's a solid auto. I agree. So we got the scouting report there. In terms of card number, BCP93. 93rd card in the set. Bowman Chrome. 2011. That's legit. His first Bowman. That is a nice hit. PSA DNA certified. Brandon Belt. Gem Mint 10 on the auto. That's legit. All right. And the hits keep coming. I'm going to tuck this guy right here. Him and Griswold can get to know each other as long as I stay away from the Griswold auto. All right, Brandon Belt. San Francisco Giants. And the San Francisco Giants are also one of the picked up teams here today. I think it was one of the last teams that were picked up. San Francisco Giants this week's going out to Jean-Rie. This one's going out to Jean-Ry. Jean-Ry, congrats. Jean-Ry, thanks for picking up the extra teams, my man. This one's going out Jean-Ry. Jean-Ry, Brandon Belt, PSA, DNA certified. Congrats, Jean-Ry. Jean-Ry, one of our regular guys. One of the break room regulars, but an even better dude altogether. So congrats, Jean-Ry. So Jean-Ry on the hit. All right, fellas, down to the last item of the week. And of course, when it comes to the last item here, we are down to my last baseball. I'll have to pick up some more here in the spring once baseball season gets going. But I'm down to my last baseball. One of the original products that I bought when I first started breaking. Held on to it for a rainy day. I guess today's rainy enough, snowy enough to get it done. So we're going to get it done. All right. Quick trip around the box itself. Again, Gold Rush. You know the deal. Cellophane wrapping, secondary seal. We've had some really nice hits come out of here. I remember there was Kyle Tucker for the Chicago Cubs. I'm biased to that one, but that was a nice one. I don't think he's going to be a Chicago Cub ever again. He was a free agent. I think he's going to get signed here. He's probably one of the top free agents available. But there's some really solid hits here on the checklist. I'm hoping that this box is holding one more. All right, let's get after it. Good luck to all teams. Let's do it. Cellophane wrapping first. All right, here goes the cellophane. All right. Patented secondary seal. Looking good. Looking crispy. All right, fellas, let's do it. Last item of the break. Good luck to all teams. Again, special thank you to everybody that jumped in this week, especially if you're a new person giving it a shot for the first time. I hope it's been enjoyable, even if your team hasn't hit. All right, here we go. Secondary seal. Let's do it. Last item of the break this week. And we're back next Sunday for the break. The breaks will still end on Friday night, and then we will break on Sunday. If you guys remember, these boxes are a little bit of a pain in the butt to open, so give me a second to wiggle it out. There we go. Brandon Belt, relax. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams. All right, we got a nice hit here. I know it's a guy that in the card world absolutely blew up. I know that there was a period of time where his auto was probably one of the most sought after autos. So let's see what you guys got. Let's show what we got here. You guys can see it there. My lighting's a little bright, but I think you guys can see. There's a nice autograph. There's a beautiful autograph. It is Beckett certified. So we got Beckett cert. It is on the ball, but no, there it is. So Beckett cert. On the Beckett cert, I got Y94415. Y94415. Beautiful autograph. All right. Anybody know it? In the card world, if you were to be collecting cards, I'm sure you would have seen this autograph before on the back of the box. They always list it. So here we go, fellas. We got Jarred Kelenic. Jarred Kelenic. Big time hitter. Young guy. Crazy amount of hype when he came out. When he first entered the league in the card world. If you hit a Kelenic auto, you were ecstatic. He came down to earth a little bit after that, but still a solid player, and he's young. Biggest thing, he's young, and he's got time. All right, we'll have to go take a look. So Jarred Kelenic. When it comes to looking it up, always go to Pro Baseball Reference. It's my go-to stop for looking up anything baseball related. I searched it with 2 L's. There's only 1 L. All right, Jarred Kelenic. He was a first-round draft pick, 6th overall. And he was drafted by the New York Mets, but he was traded several times. Born in Waukesha, Wisconsin, not too far from where I'm from. A little bit of a dry spell recently, but the guy can hit. And when it comes to Jarred Kelenic, this is Atlanta Braves. The current team is the Atlanta Braves. Overall, Seattle, Atlanta. He came up with Seattle. He was drafted by the Mets, but then I think they traded him. Might have been in the Cano trade. Probably was. But coming up, man, if you were in the cards, big hit. Hey, what's going on, Ken? Ken M in the house. What's going on, Ken? Welcome in, my man. We just hit a Jarred Kelenic auto on the baseball for the Atlanta Braves. And when it goes to the Atlanta Braves, this week is Dave. This one's going out to Dave J. Congrats, Dave. So, Dave, this week on the Atlanta Braves. Congrats, Dave. Dave J on the Jarred Kelenic for the Atlanta Braves. Beckett certified. Y9 4415. That's a legit hit. I would take that. Young guy with a lot of potential. Ken, I know you just got here. Ken, we got another Ken to join you. Seattle Seahawks. How about Kenneth Walker III, Ken? Ken M. One of our regular guys took the Seahawks this week. Another Ken joining you in the room. Congrats to Ken. Not another Ken. So that'll work. All right, guys. Yeah, my pleasure, Ken. Thanks for always jumping in week to week. I appreciate you. All right, guys, quick little recap. We just had the Jared Kelenic for the Atlanta Braves. That went out to Dave J. We had the Brandon Belt on the Bowman Chrome first for the San Francisco Giants and Jean-Rie. Nice hit for Jean-Rie. Bowman is my favorite product when it comes to baseball cards. I like the Bowman first. I like Bowman Draft. I like Bowman Chrome. We did have the Griswold on the Blackhawks. So that was a nice hit for Troy, which was cool to see. As I just said, Kenneth Walker III went out to Ken M. And then we did have the Reggie Bush. The Reggie Bush for the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions on the Reggie Bush. This one went out to Shannon. Shannon manifested the energy, and the energy responded. So congrats, Shannon. I know I've said it a few times already today, but congrats again, my man. I know you've been waiting on a hit. And that one will do, especially on Heisman night. All right, fellas. I want to say again, a special thank you to everybody for jumping in this week. I do appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that picked up multiple teams today to help to fill up the break. I appreciate that as well. For everybody that's new to the breaks, thanks for giving it a shot and giving it a go. Even though you may not have hit this week, if you want to jump in next week, you're more than welcome to. Sometimes it takes multiple weeks to get the hit that you're looking for. I know Shannon will attest to that, but just stick with it. There are some good hits that are out there. Week to week, I think we do quite well. If you look at the board here, in terms of 5 products and 5 items, I mean, I'd say that's tough to beat. We've got some pretty big names out there, and all the Gold Rush products, in my opinion, are quality. So we'd be happy to have you again if you want. No pressure, of course. If it's you tried it once and it wasn't your jam, then thank you for trying it once. But if you want to give it another go, then next week we'll be doing some basketball. We'll have the updated hockey. So another one of the hockey products, but the newest extravaganza that they have. And I believe we'll be doing a mini helmet and a jersey for football. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free. We'd love to have you. I appreciate the time, fellas. Yeah, thank you, Gino. Thanks for the energy, Gino. Have a great rest of your weekend as well. Have fun watching football. I'm sure we'll get some chats going in the group chat on Facebook. If anybody's interested in joining the Facebook group, the link is in the video description. I appreciate it, Gino. Thanks for the kind words. I'm feeling better already. Of course, I had a little coughing spell here, but getting better by the moment. No, yeah. Pitts had a week to remember. The amount of memes that I've seen about Pitts, like Pitts had a pretty quiet season and then just absolutely explodes in like the first week of the playoffs. Probably could have used it a little sooner. Yeah. He went crazy. That was a wild game on Thursday night. Like I always expected to be some fireworks. That brought the boom. All right, everybody. I won't keep you much longer. I'm sure you got some other things to attend to. As always, be kind to each other. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Enjoy football tomorrow. Stay warm. And we'll see you on the other side next week on Sunday. Remember, we're breaking not on Saturday, but on Sunday instead. Same time, 9 p.m. Central. Hope to see you guys there. Have a great week until then as you prepare for the holiday. And thank you again. I can't stress it enough. All right, everybody. Take care. See ya.